Well, hello there. Hi there. Welcome to Just Bird. Today's video, this reading is for Kendall Jenner. May as well do Kendall. What's coming up for Kendall? She's still dating Devin Booker. I do apologize. My furnace is about to go off. I will try to take care of that in the editor and tone that down a bit for you, but just in case, I'm going to apologize ahead of time, all right? It's cold and nasty outside. All right, Miss Kendall Jenner. Ooh, what's going on? She's breaking her neck for someone. Let's see. She's not giving up hope. See? Taking some notes. Wonder why. Uh-oh. Why me? Why not? Pinching pennies. Let's see. Kendall Jenner. Let's just see. What do we have on the board for Miss Kendall Jenner? What you doing? Is this in there purring? Are you Crockett? Oh, my goodness. Why is everything in reverse? Well, currently, what I have here is she's trying to get out of obsessively thinking about someone that she goes deep with. She's been, connected to, and they know her inside and out. All right. S- Carries a lot of emotion for this person, and she's breaking free of this mental mind trap that she put herself in, like being caught in her mind, in her mental space, yeah, kind of overthinking things, one track mind, but like seeing, it seems like having a new perspective. Now what she's releasing is, well, her hope. Look twice. Look twice. Breaking her neck. So just doing a double, like, I suspect that her and Devin Booker are not going to make it beyond March. Okay. Because she's like doing a double take, like reflecting on the relationship and feeling like, it's hopeless. Like a lot of love lost here. A lot of love lost. So it is someone that she cared about, but what she thought was real may not have been as real as she dreamt it to be. And we have like this change in energy is what she doesn't see coming is this like, well, this is the incoming love. Okay, they're an artist and they may be broke. A starving artist is coming in for her. At least the energy thereof, where there's just been a kind of a halt in the love energy, a shift, a change, not for the better. It's just we have make it up. She Somebody wants to make up, right? Whether that's her or she may have just changed her mind. Like, I don't want to make up anymore. I don't want to be with you anymore. Because that's what this is looking like. Everything's turned upside down. Um, so when we there's a hidden influence, which is an addiction, because we have the caffeinated panda in the reverse with the need for peace and to have hope. So have the hope, of course, that the addiction will fade, but this could be a love addiction. It doesn't have to be a physical addiction. But it could also be a chemical, and she's hoping and praying that something will change in that direction, and shift for her. But this could be a love addiction as well, where it's just, loving the unhealthy relationships. Yeah, Emperor's in the reverse over here. And this is talking about the hidden connection, the romantic connection, not the hidden connection, the romantic connection. Well, Emperor's in reverse. So we've got someone that's out of control, and it could be because they have an addiction to something, right? And it could be unhealthy, toxic relationships, whatever it is, they're out of control. And she's taking notes. So maybe someone trying to write their way out of the situation. If somebody goes to rehab that she's with that you're aware of, it could just be the writing process as a whole, trying to write themselves back into a proper position where they could be stable once again. But there's instability, and a person that is uh, off kilter. All right. And as far as the challenge is in ending something, and because she wonders why me? Why does this always happen? What the F? Why again? Um, why didn't I see this coming? All the questions the challenge is like all of these questions of why it ended. So getting over the ending. Well, the advice is to deal with your disappointment and pinch your pennies and go on a trip somewhere, right? To deal with, it's grief, it's loss, it's heartache, it's hurt feelings. It's a lot with the 5 of Cups, but it won't last a long time. So, rub your pretty little pennies together and get out of Dodge for a while. Not a while, but um for a minute, to go make yourself feel better. Go visit someone that can help you with the loss and the shift in the energy, the transitioning period from I thought I was in something, but again, with the obsession, it has lifted, right? Like she's like, no, she's not that caught up, but she hasn't lost hope. She's just praying for peace and for this person to be well, as well. So let's see what the potential outcome is. Well, argument, speaking up, speak up with the 5 of Wands. Seems like she's going to be a little bit aggressive, and it's going to create quarrels and challenges and, pettiness. So expect some shade being thrown by Kendall, whoever she's dealing with, if she's still dealing with Devin or not. She's also going to speak up about like the SX in that department as well. Let them know that it's time to knock some boots. All right, let's see what's coming in during during some of these around uh during January. Give me a card for Kendall Jenner's energy, love life for January. Okay. Sunny days, growth and flourishing, good health and vitality, inspiration from nature, phase of success and prosperity. So January looks good. She also could be taking a trip to somewhere warmer than normal. Let's see. She needs to learn how to voice her frustrations in relationship. You have two cards that are fives. Fives speak about changes, inevitable changes. So let's see. For February, stop, wait, and do not rush. Stop and reassess your steps, ask questions, and analyze. Need to rest and then redo. So, all right. Like, stop, man. You're giving me a freaking headache. Let's see. And for March, inner work. Okay. Become more self aware, be authentic and resilient, cultivate deep inner peace, and heal past traumas and wounds. Yeah. And get away from me. Stop, halt, get away, leave me alone. And she's just going to like take a look at herself so that she doesn't keep, asking all of the questions of why did this end? Why did things change? Well, it's not always happiness, in love relationships, and people have struggles. And she has a struggle speaking up and speaking her truth and, about the things that are ticking her off or, speaking up without having an argument. Maybe she's a bit aggressive when dealing with, Emperor in the reverse, and it seems like an alcoholic or something along those lines. Uh, what are you doing? Because we have the nine cups in the reverse with the shift in the energy and the emperor in the reverse and the caffeinated panda in the reverse. So it's still, it just is speaking that it could be like a substance uh, issue. All right. What are you doing? I see you. All right. That's what I have for Kendall Jenner. Well, I may as well keep Kylie's energy since I'm here. Let's just see what's coming up for Kylie Jenner next 3 months in love, 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 and her love life. January, February, and March of 2026. See what's coming up for Kylie. All right. Well, what do we have here? We have justice, Libra energy, and shine bright. So this is like accolades and stuff. She feels good. She feels like the truth is coming out and she likes it. Whatever the truth is for her in love, she's shining bright and speaking her truth. She's also very balanced. Um, there and then taking notes. So what do we have here for what she's releasing the need to take notes, and it's kind of taking notes on her king of cups, like doing her homework, studying him a little bit too much, maybe doing a little bit too much observation, um and learning, just learning to let things go when it comes to her lover, her King of Cups. So let's see. As far as the incoming love energy is the Knight of Wands, and that's casual, on and off again, and patience. So someone that likes to take their time, but they're a quick shot as well. I'm just playing. But it's someone that's casual and she may be receiving some love letter or something. Maybe this is someone from her past that she's still very much excited for, but it could be with who she's with now. Um, I don't know if they're on again, off again. If you listen to the internet, they break up every damn day. Um, so apparently they're on again, off again, according to the crowd. But the hidden influence, what she doesn't see, is happiness and a vacation. We have chill out, and the sun is in the upright. So positive energy coming in for Kylie, and a possible vacation, like just a break to be able to relax and enjoy some time. However, this could also, let me throw another card. I want to make sure it's not a baby. The hidden influence could be a pregnancy, but let's see. I don't think so. I think it's travel, and a vacation coming up for her. But, Eight of Pentacles, it's a work, you know, she doesn't see a work thing that's coming that she's going to be able, that's going to relax her. She's going to be able to calm down, get away for a while. It's somewhere warm, but it's a nice little work vacation that she has coming up. Good for her. That'll like take her mind off of, overthinking and things of that nature. So, as far as the romantic connection between these two, well, she's defending it. Uh, we have set sail. So she's defending, her right to move forward with him, maybe move in with him, whatever, but just defending her relationship as a whole and herself. Um, the challenge in this relationship is having fun together. Oh, and the past. What? Getting funky with someone from the past? No, but it could be. But the past is in the way. I don't know if this is her past or his past that is, that is challenging. It could be her past romantic partners because we had the hoe showing up in Timmy's area, right? An aggressive, sexually aggressive woman. Well, the Six of Cups is remembering how to have a good time and to be a little more carefree. So it's challenging for them to get away and go off and play. Crockett, get down. No, you're in my way. Oh, my goodness, stop. Stop, stop. My goodness. The advice for her is, if Crockett, well, ask questions. about the things that you're arguing about. Stop arguing, right? It's the Five of Swords in the reverse. So stop arguing, um, bickering, and stop fighting the need to be right, and just ask questions. Be direct, be smart about it, but you don't have to be argumentative, right? So fight for what you want by asking all the questions that need to be put out on the table. And hopefully Timmy will just come out and tell you the truth. All right, whatever it may be, but let your let your guard down. You don't have to be so defensive. All right. You don't have to be argumentative, but she's been hit with some disappointments, and she just needs to ask the questions about probably a person from the past. Okay. And it may be someone in which Timmy worked with. So let's see. Speak up. Look. The outcome is that she's going to speak up and be less aggressive. Two fives, both falling in the reverse. So she's going to lessen her frustrations and the challenges in the relationship, like the arguments and things. She's going to release them by speaking up and speaking her truth. She has a much better read than Timmy did, to be honest. She's going to speak up about her frustrations, and if she feels that he's been cheating or lying or whatever, carrying on with someone else in a physical way, she's going to ask the questions. That's what she's preparing for, to ask the questions, but she wants to be mindful about the way in which she delivers the messages. You don't have to kick them. You don't have to kick them. You don't have to be hard on them or anything. She may kick them in the nuts, though. I just see the cock, right? The cock-a-doodle doo, the rooster, whatever. I feel like she's going to put him down. It, it maybe it like it could get physical just a little bit, not anything too bad, but that just came out my mouth because I was looking at the rooster. Anyhow, let's check the energy for Kylie over the next 3 months. Steve, let's get some of them rearranged there. All right, Kylie Jenner. Give me the energy for January. I'll tell you what, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, and it is so dark outside. We're getting a freezing rain and ice and, a nasty night ahead of us. Loud mouth, there's the aggression. Um, Imposing opinions, lack of discretion, speaking without tact, and attention seeking behavior. Okay, well, we want to stop that. Okay, Kylie, no, no, you have to learn how to not be like this and like this. Okay. When you're hurt or when you have those questions that you need answers to, it's okay to ask them, but not in like a violent way. You don't have to be so loud about it. Let's see. For February, coming up in February, narrow minded, lack of curiosity, judgmental attitude, having a limited vision, and intolerant and prejudiced. So that's for February. Let's see what's coming up for you in March. March. I feel like they're going to end up to be friends with that yellow rose. Yellow roses speak to friendship. Um, Stuck in future, over planning, ignoring present issues and unrealistic expectations. not being in the present. So Kylie ain't going anywhere, but boy, is she looking for something at a distance because they're binoculars, you know. So she's trying to figure things out. But girl, it's time to accept when things aren't working out. It's okay to throw in the towel. Um, but ignoring issues doesn't make them better. Okay? When do we have 27? So she'll be making progress. 11, 22. Well, I don't know. Let's just see where this thing goes.